Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and this is your tarot card of the day for Sunday, June the 8th, 2025. The card we have today is the Six of Pentacles, and this one is from the This Might Hurt Tarot by artist Isabella Rotman. What an interesting day we have today. The moon remains in Scorpio, making no aspects to anything, and Mercury during its final moments in home sign of Gemini, being very, very powerful at that point, is going to be conjunct Jupiter in Gemini before Mercury moves into Cancer shortly after. Now tomorrow, Jupiter will be moving into Cancer. This conjunction is definitely one that can leave you feeling good about things, whether it's conversations or an optimistic outlook. Learning and travel are also emphasized here. But I find it interesting how it relates from the good fortune Jupiter aspect to our card, because the Six of Pentacles is known as a card of balance, kind of like sharing the wealth, if you will. When I looked at this particular image of the Six of Pentacles, I was kind of reminded of like trickle down economics, where, it starts at the top and then a little bit gets down to the poor people. And such is the state of the world today. But that's not what we're going to do here. We often see this as a humanitarian card, one of sharing and helping those less fortunate. But what did I say back in the beginning? This is a card of balance, okay? There has to be, it's not so much about give and take. It's about how much you're giving, right? Now, it can be anything from, going around and giving everybody a little bit of your money as you get paid each week to pay your bills or whatever it is you do, or sharing your resources to help others. Now, this is where it can get a little bit tricky, because in this world we have the givers and the takers, and those who give tend to give and give and give. And sometimes you need to say, okay, how about keeping a little bit for myself? Because if you're one of those people, you know what happens when you've been going around helping everyone, and then you find there's nobody behind you helping you. When that well runs dry kind of thing. And it happens that people who, are going around helping other people sometimes find themselves in a position where they need a little bit of assistance, and there's nobody there to do it. These are the people who really need to be mindful, especially with time, but also money, and make sure that they always hold back a little bit for themselves. When I look at the Six of Pentacles, I always think like one for you, one for me, one for you over here, one for me. And if you can do that and you can remember yourself, you can have that kind of a healthy balance that allows you to continue to be a caring and giving person who shares all the time. All right, but sharing doesn't always work both ways. So this is something that you need to keep in mind as you go through life. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.